Okay, I welcome all to today's session. So in this video, we will discuss about how can you make use of platform of Algo to start creating your trend range breakout strategy. Now I'm getting to the system with my credentials. So once I log in, this is how the screen will looks. Now I'll create a strategy. Okay, I'll create a strategy. Click on create strategy. Here now, what is my expectation? My expectation is I'm going to create a strategy based on opening range breakout strategy, or you call it as trend range breakout strategy, or Phoenix range breakout strategy. Multiple ways are there. So what is my expectation? I'm trying to mark the candle between 9:15 to 9:30. Mark the high of this, mark the low of this. Breaking this high would be my long entry. Breaking this low would be my short entry. This is my condition. This will be my stop loss and this would be my stop loss. Target I can keep 1x, 2x, 3x or trailing. Now I'm starting this platform with zero knowledge. For example, I don't have any coding knowledge. How anybody without the coding language knowledge, how can we make use of this? The strategy what we discussed will come under the code of price action. Now I'm going on equity. I'm selecting any particular stock, Adani Enterprises, and I will take 100 stocks. Now, what is the margin required for Adani Enterprises? This you can do it on index, BankNifty, Nifty, or any particular stock. Everything will give you a same results. Now, I'm looking at the now Adani Enterprises. If I added the stock value somewhere around 2,500 rupees is the stock value. If you look at the margin of stock, margin calculator, and if I go to a margin calculator, if I'm trying to buy on equities, Adani Enterprises, I'm trying to buy 100 stocks. What is the margin required for me? The margin required for me is 25,000 rupees is the margin what I want. If I make it as 200 stocks, the margin what I need is not 200, 200 stocks. So maybe I cannot delete this. Maybe I have to make it as 250. We will refresh once again. We'll take Adani Enterprises and I will take 250 stocks or 200 stocks. So roughly I need the margin of 50,000 rupees is what I need the margin. So I've got the margin of 200 stocks. I'm trying it. So I'm going to the system. I want to say is 200 stocks is what I'm going to do a strategy creation on Adani Enterprises. Now I will take on a price action because I need to do on a price action. Then I'm changing the price action. Done. Nothing to change. I will start the trading by maybe anyway it's 9:30 afternoon trade will trade. I put this after 9:20 is what I trade. I put square off at 3:14 because 3:15 the broker will automatically square off. Before the broker square off, I want Algo to square off. Then only I can see the correct PNL in the system. After that, now let me go on a last traded price. Okay, I'm getting into a last traded price. So nothing simple, no coding required. So now what I'm trying to say is system, if my last traded price crosses this, go for long, crosses this, go for short. We're trying to write a condition like this. Now, when my last traded price crosses above, okay, when my last traded price crosses above, trend range breakout. Trend range breakout. I'm trying to create a trend of range. What is range? Between 9:15 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. is what I need the trend range. and I can have a buffer while executing 0.01% is sufficient. And I need the minimum range and maximum range. What is this? Now the stock price is 2,500. So 2,500, 1% is 25 rupees, 0.1%, right? Now I need only the stock when it makes the range of 25 rupees on a first candle. If the first candle is this much big, 250 rupees, there's no point of picking this particular day for trade because stock will never give a breakout. If it give breakout also, it'll fall between this. So I need to catch as low as possible, maybe 0.5 or 1% or 1.5, depending upon the backtesting results, we can modify. So I'm keeping a 0.1 to 1% range is what I need. And my stop loss type, I have the custom stop loss or days high low or candle high and low. I have to keep as candle high and low is what. Now, what is risk per trade? This you have to keep it empty. So how does it calculate? Now we have decided a capital of 50,000 rupees is what I can keep a capital. If I keep a risk of 5,000 rupees per trade, quantity of the stock accordingly, 200 will not execute, it could be more depending upon my SL type. If my SL type is 1%, it'll take what is the number of stocks to require for 5,000 quantity, 5,000 risk, it'll calculate accordingly. It could go 250 stocks or 300 or it can become 150. But I want strategy to be fixed for 200 quantity, so I leave this part empty, risk per trade. And do I need to pre-punch the order or without pre-punch? What does pre-punch means? When the stock makes the trend, for example, stock is 2,500, it makes 2,555, it makes a low of 2,545. Now, once this range is made, stock will automatically punch the order that this high and low. If it punches both sides, it may require a margin. So let's not pre-punch it. It is take automatically when the stocks breaks. Okay. So now I leave this as it is. Pre-punch is not required. What is target? Maybe I can keep target as of now 2, or we can keep it target as, let us keep as 2 or 3. 3 candles multiple range. The what is the range makes on first candle? If it first candle range is 10 rupees, the target would be 30 rupees. Okay, stop loss of this we will define later, but stop loss already been defined. Whenever this low is broken, long will be closed. Whenever this low is broken, high whatever taken, it will be closed. It's just opposite of SL, the opening range breakout strategy based on 959 930 candle. Now click on OK. Once I complete this side automatically it will get executed. Now stop loss I'm keeping as maybe the points, stop loss points, maximum points, I'll keep it as 10 points. So if I take 200, 10 points, 20 points, so maybe it is too high only, but we will redefine the stop loss later. Now I'll not keep any of these things. I'll create a strategy called as opening range breakout strategy, and I keep as Adani Enterprise. I'm looking at one particular stock. I click on create strategy. Okay, the square of time, no trade should happen after 10:30 a.m. I don't want any trade to happen, or even 11:30 a.m. No trade. So range will happen between 9:50 and 9:30. If the till 10:30 no signal comes, then don't trade that particular day. I don't want to trade to happen. You can keep it as 11:30 also. And create strategy. Now strategy has been created. Okay, strategy has been created. Once the strategy has been created, I can go and do a back testing. Okay, now once the strategy has been created, I have an option to go and do a back testing on this and see which is working good, which is not working good. All those things we can try and see which is good or bad. Okay, so now I'm going for a back testing of this particular strategy. Now I'll create a back testing for 2021 till 2023 till maybe till last month. till June 30th or May 30th of June, I'm doing a back testing. So maybe we cannot do a back testing now after 2 years, more than 2 years. We will do it as from 22 to 2023, 1.5 year of back testing. I'm doing it. So simply strategy is created. I'm doing a back testing. Now I could see there is a loss of 21,000. Most of the trades has not been executed. Okay, 2022. Okay, not 23, 22. 18 months of data. I'm trying to pull it off. It will take some time because the data is quite huge. Okay, so the strategy is quite profitable from January till December. Only from this February onwards, it is giving a loss, and we all know it is why. The stock is been running under a new since last 6 months, but this strategy is working fine for the last entire year. Now, this I'm not satisfied with this profit. For 1 year, I'm getting profit of 1 lakh. I'm not happy. Now I'll go and see the transaction history. I could see there are a lot of losses are happening, more than 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Now I can keep a stop loss of 10,200 points. Now I will work on stop loss, right? I'll keep a stop loss of while deploying. I can keep a stop loss of 10 points, just earn 5,000, 2,000 rupees. I can keep a stop loss, which might reduce my overall losses. Now let me edit the strategy, and I will say, let me run the strategy and check it, what's happening on the data. If I do a transaction, okay, so something else, backtest here. Okay. If I look into transaction details, maximum drawdown is average loss per day is 3.7k. Okay, so loss is quite higher. Average loss is coming around 3.7k. It's going on 6,000, 7,000 and all. So if I reduce stop loss to 3,000, okay, the backtesting, the stop loss will not take because it's on a backtesting. If we go on the live market, we can restrict this amount and give a stop loss of 2,000 rupees or 3,000. But as of now, I will try to do a small modification. I will lock my profit. If lock the profit, if it goes to 1,000 rupees, lock my profit of 500. And only one trade is what I need in a day, and update a strategy. So now, if I do a backtest with this data, my profit of 98,000. Let's see whether I'm able to increase the profit. 98k. It is not having a much impact on this side, right? It's not having a much impact on this side. So let me try doing a range. Instead of 1%, I'll keep it as 2%. And I save. I'll change this side also 2% and update strategy. Okay, when I do this, now if I run this, the 98,000 98k profit should change. Okay, it's not giving any much results. The profit is going down. So let me edit back and change it range to, again I'll keep it as 1% range, and this side also I'll keep it 1% range, and I'll keep it as risk per trade. I'll take it as 2,000 rupees. Here also I'll take it as risk per trade 2,000, and I'll update. And I'll update the strategy. Then I'll go and do a back test. If I'm the back test, I'm keeping a stop loss of 2,000 per trade. No, it is not favorable. Most of days stop loss are hitting, profits are going down. Okay, profits are going down. So now let me go back and edit the stop loss to 3,000. I can take a risk in a day. So this is how you start creating a favorable strategy for yourself. Okay, You need not depend on somebody else. Just sit and try doing a lot of combinations. Now we have increased the loss to 3,000 rupees. Profit also got increased. Okay, so now we have to keep a more buffer because the stock sizes. I can't go more than 5,000 because it is almost like 10% of my capital is in risk for any particular day, which is not a favorable. So I should not be going with a more risk on this particular stock. Now let's see what the results comes. 58,000 has got to a lakh of profit, and I'm able to hit a profit most of the month. Still, I want these all to come into a profit range. So now what I can do now is, instead of this, I can say lock my profit of 2,000 rupees. If it goes to 2,000, and update the strategy. And if I do a backtest on this, now 97K, let's see if it goes to a higher range. So you have, no, it's not giving much results on that part. Now, if you see, because we defined the range, the number of stocks is getting fluctuation depending upon the risk what you are updating it. Okay, so if you uncheck the risk, it will take straight away 200 stocks whatever we are entered as a initial range. Okay, maybe this stock is not giving a very favorable results on opening range breakout strategy. Now what I can do is I kept a range of 915 to 930. Now I can change the range and check whether it is giving me a profitable result or not. We will test that also. Instead of 915 to 930, what we can do is we can go to a range of 915 to 10:15 a.m. We will try if this range is favorable. Okay, the first 1 hour candle is what I need to do a back test. So I'm just giving you an example. How can you define your opening range breakout strategy? Maybe we just tried with one particular stock. See, not favorable. Number of stock trading is very less. It is not favorable. So the better favorable part is 915 to 930 candle only. Okay, I can keep target as 2 and let me update. Let me get one-to-one range every day. If I get one-to-one range every day, book my profits and come out. So you have all these options to do a backtesting and define your strategy. Now this should come up in profit. Okay. Now this is coming in profit. At the same time, my loss is also getting reduced. But the only problem is the max drawdown is 46K. This is because this year we had a lot of problem. But if I take it till 31st of Jan, 31st of December, okay, then it should have a very favorable stock for trading in cash strategy. Now, if I do this, okay, this is a favorable with the investment of 50,000 rupees. I'm able to make a decent returns of 10,000 rupees per month, barring 2 months in loss. Rest I'm able to make. So your capital is getting double in 1 year, not double, triple. Investment 50,000 rupees, profit 1 lakh. So your capital will become 1.5 lakh by end of 1 year. So if I'm satisfied with the strategy, I can increase the quantity to get a higher. Still, you can work it out, keeping a stop loss of 3,000 while deploying it. You'll get better results. And I'm getting only 109 trades. So roughly 110 trades divided by 12. Roughly, I'm getting a trades of around nine very less trades. So only 9 trades in a month is an average. Okay, only 9 trades in a month on an average. So your brokerage will not more than 300 rupees is what you can expect a brokerage on every month for 10 trades. So number of trades is extremely less and profitable scenario is more. If in such kind of scenario, what you can do is instead of 200 quantity, you can go with 400 quantity, keeping a 1.5 lakh as a margin in your account. The number of trades will remain same. brokerage will remain same, expense will remain same mostly, but profit will increase. Okay, now I've got a one beautiful strategy when my maximum drawdown is 42k. So you have to keep an investment of 1 lakh to 1.5 lakh, was I said, because what is max drawdown on a single point of time when the stock is giving loss back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back. On the last 1 year, the maximum it has gone to 42k. So now what you have to do is you have to put a stop loss of 3,000 rupees. For example, what is max drawdown? Any one side, the stock would have been completely given loss back to back, maybe this one. Okay, back to back, well, see, back to back is what it is given. So you have to reduce the stop loss over here and keep the stop loss as 3,000 rupees as a risk. So one strategy has been defined on opening range breakout strategy. Okay, now if that all the stock is not favorable, I can go back and delete this. I can check with is Reliance or TCS. Tata Communications, I will see on 200 stocks because almost same price of the stock, and I will try the same strategy with Tata Consultancy for the last 1 year. Adani gave a 2 lakh of profits close to on a paper trade, my backtesting results. If I go to a TCS, let's see how much it is giving. Not a favorable. Number of trades are very less for the entire year. Not a favorable one. Okay, it's not happening on Adani, Tata Communications. So I can even try with Reliance Industries. Okay, same 250 stocks. Again, I did the combination, I did the modify the strategy only for Adani Enterprises. But now I have to change again for see here, looks like this is getting more favorable. Now, how many stocks I kept? 250 stocks. Adani stock price, how much? Reliance now. Reliance Industries is 2,500, same strike price. So if I go for Reliance also, Reliance. Okay, where did Reliance go? Okay, here. And I want to buy 250 stocks of Reliance, roughly the margin required. I have to delete this once again. It shouldn't take. I don't know why they're not giving search option. I have to select manually. Okay, I'm going here, MNOP. Okay, I'm going with 250 stocks. Roughly margin required is again 57,000 rupees. And now start time is this, end time is this. We have kept 9:15, 9:30, and range, if I keep it as 3 multiplied by range instead of 2, this might be start giving a better result. So when compared TCS and Reliance, Adani is giving that beautiful strategy on this. If I run a backtest on this, I kept the candle in just 3. Okay, a favorable one. Okay, max order is 40k. So here I have to work on the deployment of maximum loss in a day, because it takes only one trade in a day. If you reduce the maximum trades to 5,000 rupees or 4,000 loss, there is no point of waiting for a complete reversal signal and lose entire money of 3,000, 4,000. I'm okay because profits are coming 7,000, 6,000 and all. I can keep it as maximum lock and profit. I can try lock and profit option also. Here, maybe I say no trailing, and if I update strategies, that might give me a better results, or it might go further down. So we have defined a cash strategy. My risk is defined. Okay, and I can play around number of trades also very less. So now I've defined strategy. For example, I'm happy with this Reliance and I've backtested it. It is sitting on my Adani as my strategy. I'm just giving an example. I can go and deploy the strategy on any selected broker, be it Angel, Files or Upstock, whatever I want, and I can deploy a paper trade and I can say maximum loss what I can go is only 3,000 rupees on this particular trade, only one trade I need in a day, and I will deploy the strategy. My strategy has been deployed on paper trade on Adani, this particular opening range breakout strategy. Okay, then I'll go and this is broker of which broker? Upstock. I'll go and connect the broker tomorrow morning and start the trading engine. Then automatically system will start. I have to connect the broker. I'm not connecting it now. Tomorrow I'll connect the broker. I start the trade engine. System will start trading on paper trade on this. I can stop the pause the engine and I can keep the engine running on. And I can go to strategy, deploy strategy. If I'm satisfied with the 1 or 2 weeks of paper trading, I can switch to live trading. Engine is running, we can't switch to live trading. I have to stop the trade engine. Okay, stop the trade engine. And before morning opening hours, I'll go and deployment and change into a live trade. And it is done. Connect the broker, start the engine, system will start trading on it. And now I've spent so much of time in sitting and designing the strategy. I want to make some use out of the strategy. Then what I can do is I can go to the edit strategy and click on marketplace, and I'll write as the opening range breakout on Adani. Okay, opening range breakout on Adani. I'm putting as testing. Okay, and this is based on opening range breakout. Okay, cash stocks. Okay, I'll tag with cash stocks, and I'll say margin required 1,50,000. ROI you can automatically come, drawdown will automatically come as per what is mentioned over there. Okay, 1,50,000. Then I have to give complete description here. Write it, what is strategy about, what is the margin required, what is the drawdown, what is the stop loss, everything. I click on public. I'll keep it as maybe 1,000 rupees is what I want this money on this, and for 30 days of subscription. I'll say update strategy. Now my strategy has been approved. Okay, it is auto approved now. There will be approved person will come into place. It's showing as approved, and if anybody comes to marketplace, they can see my strategy opening range breakout. Okay, now for example, they will open the strategy. It will have a description something like this: what strategy is about, what is the strategy is all about, what's the capital entry, exit strategy, stop loss, auto square off, number of trades will happen, multiplier. They'll give a complete description. You have to mention everything and put the back testing and do it. So if somebody comes and see it, it'll open another breakout strategy. They will see what is the description all about. They will do a back testing, and if they're satisfied enough, they'll go and subscribe to strategy, and they can subscribe to strategy. Once they subscribe, for example, I have subscribed to this particular strategy. See, mini strategy has been published. I have subscribed to this strategy, Nifty Jumbo Sell or Nifty Jumbo V2. I have already subscribed to it. So once you go and subscribe, it will go and sit in your My Strategy. On the bottom side, all the subscribed strategies would be available here. So I've subscribed to this strategy, Nifty Green Strategy, Double Green, Nifty Money Multiplier, Nifty Jumbo V2, Blue Ocean Regular, Nifty strategy of paper trade only. I have subscribed to all the strategies. Now tomorrow I want to deploy Nifty Money Multiplier Wealth on my angel broking in live trade, and I have deployed. Now on my strategy, I've also purchased the Blue Ocean strategy. I will deploy this on Fires Brokers on live market, and I deployed. So I've deployed 3 strategies in 3 different brokers. So tomorrow morning, all I have to do is, once I'm in the system, I will just go and connect my brokers one by one. If you say connect, it will take you to the broker terminal to enter your ID and password. So it will go to the broker, put your broker details, and once you click on it, it will automatically get activated. And what all need to be done before every day morning is, I have deployed, I've given you a video. How can you start your algo trade on daily basis? Okay, you have to, how do you start? How do you deploy strategy? How do you activate the terminal? how do you start trade engine, it is available in this channel. I think everybody part of this particular channel, right? Everyone, anybody is not there in this channel where we're giving updates regularly? Okay, if not, I have shared a link with all of you guys. Okay, I've shared the link with all of you guys, so you can use this link to join. Okay, so after this, now if anybody publish the strategy, I will receive that money to my account because I have published this. If I wish to give it for free, let me show you. I'll give it as free. I want people to trade, use it for free and see the results coming on this strategy. Strategy has been updated. It will show as a free strategy in marketplace, free. I'll subscribe, process payment, I'll subscribe. Okay, it will comment it here because it is, you see, it has been subscribed on for free. I can renew if it is chargeable, or I can keep it for free. Okay, now I can just need to go and deploy, and all three brokers I want in live paper trade, and I deploy one more strategy in all three trades. So I have deployed 3 plus 3, 6 strategies I have deployed for tomorrow trading. Okay, now that is how you should deploy. Now let me review one particular strategy. What has been? Let me take up this nifty money. So what I'll do is I'll take one day one strategy. Today was learning thing, so I'm not taking any strategy, but let me look at this particular strategy. Okay, now how do you take it into consideration whether to deploy or not? This strategy is an option buying. Started in 8:30 a.m. minimum investment is 20, maximum dollars 23.5k. Now this is one negative what I've seen. So for 20k investment, 23k is brought down, which means that at any point of time there is a risk of my entire capital getting wiped off. The strategy is given continuous losses for one time in last 1 year for 23.85k. So if I deploy 50,000 rupees, when the margin required is 20k margin. So if I deploy 20k, my entire capital is risk is of getting wiped off. So either this gentleman has to modify the strategy to bring down the drawdown, or he has to increase the capital to 50k, not 20k. So that drawdown is covered and still I have a capital to trade. That is one thing you have to look into it. You can read all the descriptions. Okay. Now it is one lot of call option or P option will be open at any point of time. So it's a stop and reverse trade. If I go to the strategy transaction details, if I see, okay, it is buying a call option. Which one I'm discussing? Okay, this one. Okay, so here this particular strategy is buying call option at 9:42, selling at 11:20, 11:21 buying a put option, 11:41 is selling, again 11:42 it is buying a call option. So one call, one put, one call, one put, one call, one put, one call. It is doing stop and reverse trade of trading. So one more disadvantage what I'm seeing is there's a high number of trades happening on daily basis. Okay, it has happened over here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trades in a day. It is quite higher. Now if I look into this, the strategy is giving around 10 days of winning or 7 days of loss, 60% close to loss, 55% of winning days when compared to 46 days. But if you look at here, 2,983 trades, which is an alarming for me. So 2,983 trades into approximately 75 rupees per brokerage per trade on luxurious side. Okay, why it's 75? 40 is the 20 is the buying, 20 is the selling. Maybe from 10 rupees broker 10 rupees taxes and STT. Similarly for selling also, approximately I had to shell out 60 rupees for one trade. Okay, total is one trade is 60 rupees is what I'm supposed to sell, and shell out and give me 75 as a luxurious margin. It is 2.2 lakh as a loss. So 3.68 lakh as a profit minus 2.3 is as a loss brokerage. I'm getting a profit of 14,000, 1.4 lakh divided by 12 months. approximately 12,000 rupees is what I'm going to get. Okay, 12,000 is what I'm getting into system. So now for the investment of 50,000 rupees, 12,000 rupees is approximately 10% of returns. Okay, so which is 10% returns per month is favorable. Okay, so consider all those things into it. But I don't think I have to deploy 50,000 rupees, wait for the whole month, doing so high number of trades, so many number of trades for 5 to 10,000 rupees. It is, I feel it is a bit risky. So now either the gentleman should reduce the number of trades. After reducing the number of trades, instead of 3,000 trades, if you bring it to around 1,500 trades, then the result would be much more favorable. A 20,000 profit for investment of 50k, I'm able to make like 10, 30, 40% of returns. Considering the most stop loss also, even though if I get 20,000 rupees, 15,000 result, it is a favorable one. So this strategy I should think of before deploying it. This is how you should arrive. So only thing to take care of is what is the investment required, what is the margin. So investment required. If I look into this results, the maximums, the strike price is going up to 260. 260 is what the biggest one, 275. 275 is the highest one what I've seen so far. 300. Okay, 300 is the highest so far what we have seen. So 300 is the highest we can take. It is only one data taken, but still that we have to consider. So 300 rupees into 50 is what required for Nifty. So it is 15,000 maximum investment system will consume. It will not consume more than 15,000 rupees any point of time. If you're lucky enough, if you don't have a stop loss for the first 5 to 10 days in the, after deploying it, then 15,000 capital is far sufficient. It will become 30k by 1 month. It will become 45k by second month. It will become 60k by third month, because the profit margin is every month on month is extremely high in this strategy. So it is favorable provided the first 3 days first 10 days we are on green the month what we start. But if you look at average, the strategy is not given much losses any of the month, barring these 2 months is what, 3 months is what loss. Again, it is 10,000 rupees. But if you see as 10,000 for investment of 15,000, it is 75% of capital. But for a margin of 15,000 plus 45k extra margin, if you keep 60k as a margin, you will be safe to deploy the strategy. By end of the month, by 50k investment, 25k is a massive profit. If you're lucky enough starting on this January, you could see this entire is here 20, 20, 16, 45. 20, 40, 45, 60, 1 lakh you would have made in just 4 months. This is a backtest result still 2022. But I'm happy that he has given backtested for last 2 years. Look at here, 50k profit. But I'm concerned about what is the strategy is doing for this financial year. Okay, this year, what is result for the past 6 months? That is what I'm more concerned about. That is where I'm more interested. So this is more favorable for me. So the whoever designed the strategy, show the profit of this. Because here I'm very much clear, I'm clear it is 690 trades. So now what you have to do is you have to reduce the number of trades, bring it to below 500. Okay, so the profit is 97,500 and divided by 500. If you keep a 500 quantity, it's like 75 rupees. 60 rupees is the one brokerage, and if I consider it is 30,000 rupees brokerage, if knock off 30,000 rupees, my net profit is 67,500 divided by 6 months, 10,000 rupees profit. See, even though it is coming so big, you're losing out in number of trades. So if you reduce number of trades and keep a maximum loss of 8,000. Now, don't keep loss up to 8,000 in a day. if the static average loss is 2.5k, that's fine. Average loss per day is 2.5k. Maximum loss reduced. So Rohit, you have to work on couple of things. Point number one, reduce maximum loss. Okay, try this 2.5k to make it as 2,000 rupees. Try to bring it down and reduce the number of trades from 690 to number of trades. How do you reduce it? Right? You have to go to the strategy. Okay, for example, we have doing on a this trade, right? Nifty. Okay, I'm showing in the strategy. So go here, reduce the number of trades while deployment. Maybe this is again, this is a time based. Okay, the time based. While deploying it, you can reduce. It's again 1-to-1. While deployment or in the strategy itself, while doing a this is super trend, maybe it's a super trend strategy, you'll have an option to reduce the number of trades. So work on these three things. Then this version 1 is a good to go, but you have to do all those changes. And he just texted me, can you do it on version 2? You also published version 2. Rohit, I don't see the version 2. Can you please share me the link of version 2? I think you have not published on top. Okay, version 2. It runs only on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Okay. Okay. In Adani Cash, whatever we did, we backtested it, but we didn't check it which day is profitable. Look at here. One more beautiful strategy. Monday it is giving a loss. Don't deploy on Monday. Okay. So Tuesday it's giving profit. Wednesday it's giving profit. Thursday it's giving loss. Friday it's giving profit. So out of Monday and Thursday is knockoff. Look at it. Same 96 trades. Your profit has gone up to 115k from 90k. Number of trades also got reduced. So this strategies works on Monday and Thursday. You should not deploy. You can go to my strategy, edit the strategy, knock off Monday and Thursday, and save strategy. Now it has become much more, back results are much more good. Okay, this is how you can define your own strategy. Now I'll knock off from the marketplace and update strategy. Now I'll go to the marketplace, and here again it's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. One week. Number of trades, yes, number of trades got 474 reduced. Okay, okay, see, beautiful one. What is the margin required? It's a buying option. What is the margin based on? Indicator based. Which indicator you have to mention that, sir? Which indicator based strategy you have to mention? And the transactions are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 7 trades. You kept as a maximum 7 to 8 trades in a day. Okay, and I see this is more greener when compared to red. 1 or 2 days it is giving non-stop reds, and so now you reduce the maximum loss. How much is maximum loss? Okay, maximum is 7,000. Reduce this to keep it as 5,000, because the average loss per day is 2.7k is loss average. 3k is profit. This is 65% profitable. Okay, this is quite interesting. Okay, now this is how you can create your own strategy. In future videos we'll discuss how can we create strategies like this on strategy based, and how do you backtest the strategy, how do you pick up the right strategy to deploy in market. Do it with 2-3 weeks paper trade, then only deploy to a live trade. Okay, now whatever doubts you have, you can put in the description box below. We would be happy to help you guys. We will see you all in the next video.